7,500-pound high performance. And they'll be out for you in just a couple of minutes. Iowa, 1466, international. John Deere, 4040. Okay, that's Scott. Let's give him a hand. Still awesome for us.
Go, Pop! Okay, and he didn't quite get it there. Bill Yeager, and he may have had turbo troubles. Let's give him a hand. Bill Yeager from Steen, Minnesota. John Deere, 4010. So we're going to go ahead and start up this 9,500-pound modified super high performance class. Jack Oak from there with a 1150 Massey 50/50. Steve, Minnesota. Thank you, Bill. Little tough break for you there. Charles Hyde from Peterson. Let's give him a hand. Charles Hyde.
Minnesota. I-856, and he's got it dialed in already. Now here's the test pulling this class. If you decide whether we have decided against taking this measurement, we'll wait to see black and blue Minnesota hookers and red Justice Brothers. And on there right now, this is Don Dahl, Lewiston, Minnesota, a country called the Robot. Shut it down and start it. We don't have anything. On there we have Dwayne Peterson from Sumner, Iowa, going to the John Deere 4010. Dwayne Peterson. We got to run there this back little 200. 85 to lose. We got out to just about where he was the free energy strong. And across Wisconsin, that big natural Ferguson. With that booty up there, that black smoke pours out and he turns the lead. Dennis strong. Looks like it screws the power out. Good little tippy going down there.
Yeah, that hinder man, dog pull up that map.
And Dwayne Peterson from Sumner, Iowa. He's getting awfully heavy out there around that 200-foot mark. Just crossed over that. The wing into his black hole. Getting that booty filled up, that black hole before out, he's getting loose there. There's well back through. Over my age, 1066 in this modified stock, and he's been doing a nice job. Full through his car to get down here. This upgrade was down involved. And my age, 1066 in a 35 mile stock. I'll tell you, this is moving that meter indicator marker down over the last night here today, and then at the Truckers Bowl tonight and tomorrow. The tunnel is near Green Bay, they plus clean across Wisconsin and almost all the way across Minnesota to the air. The International 1056 Ellen Campus, the tunnel, Wisconsin. Down into the starting line, and selling soap now from Washington, I-986. He's very close to his hometown there. He shut it down before that 75 well. So coming up now, there's Jim Wheelman. On the other side, there's 7 Schultz to the second attempt. He's got it going now. 7 Schultz from Washington, Minnesota. He's right around that 200-foot marker there, 7 Wheelman. Ashton, Wisconsin, another magic for the film. Full for Jim Wheelman. Over there now, we have next boy from Northwood, Iowa, going to the roof. He's got a boom. Shall check that right front wheel. Oh, it seems to be okay. He seems to be bending over there. Left rear went flat on him there. So he's pulling her out of the way there. So Dennis Stoneking, they're going out of bounds with the qualified, what they're doing down there, measuring in the back. They come to the city lab, Oklahoma, Iowa, and they're going to have international. Looks like they went on.
some Bigfoot again. Yeah, turn her loose. He's got her running. He's coming out home. How do you like the tractor pulling, Clipper? They got horsepower here, ain't they? All right, watch him build that fire. He'll build that up, and at the right moment, he'll drop that clutch, and away we go. Build a fire. Here he comes. We got the green light, we got the green flag, and it's ready to go. Jack's gonna build a fire, and I'll tell you what, he's gonna come out as a full big flag. The heavier the tractor, the better the fire. Uh-oh. All right, here comes Jack. It's tractor pulling time. Going home, did he? It's nice to see me again. All right, watch Jack. He's building the fire. Here he comes. Uh-oh, he can't get her out. This will be Charlie Hyde. Pulling hard, getting footing, just got this work. Okay, here he comes. cue that There you go. Ain't you left yet, Ma? Hang on, Tony.
Alrighty, coming up. Now, Peterson, Iowa. Running the 1466 International. Charlie Hyde. New tractor for Charlie this year. He's been running a 1066 last year, went to a 14 this year. Been having a real good year, runs well. Nice looking 14. Alrighty, Charlie's got the green flag, getting her all ready to go. Charlie shutting her down. I got him. And 10-5 with the Tri-State Pulling Association.
Glad you know what you're doing that.
Something not quite right. Shut her down before 75 Got a little sideways, but got his sights set on the end. good. So Carol, those are running good for stock appearing flow. Splitters up rally, you'll be able to catch some more tractor pulling down in Spencer. 12th and 13th, I think it is. Charlie coming out looking at the sky. Good one for Charlie. Repair. First National Bank. Alrighty, Carol Younger, rolling at 12:56. Getting on the sideline there.
future generations of our children and our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren. So let us stand now and pay homage to the greatest flag of the greatest country in the world. We can set it up, so to speak, that he pulled with us for a couple of weeks before he went back to New York. Wayne is always working with people like that. And most of the tractors in the 90s has experience with, helping his friends, who are very close friends of his. They're also competitors for about 30 seconds when they hit that big hook dropped in that roll bar. So Wayne Longnecker, driving the river raft, he calls it, always working with things to make them go farther and longer, faster than anybody else that we know of, is on the scene right now. He only injected Allison V12 with the big blower mounted up on front. Now you'll notice a big space between the rear of his engine and the front of his fenders. That's for another engine that he put in there with the 9,200 pound open class. He runs two engines in there, two Allison V12. Okay, watch the tractor and watch the engine as he shuts her down right there. Just a little bit steady. Okay, there's your new leader, and he's got his helmet off. You'll be able to hear him. That's Wayne Longnecker. Now you can see where that big weight box is with all that weight up. Means go, go, go. So we'll see what happens right here. Dig bus, 4250. John Deere, Denver, Iowa. You love to go all the way if you can. Ouch. Need a tow truck, or we need a rifle. Doesn't work to a pulling season. The sport draws the largest attendance of any mechanized sport held outdoors. Tractor pulling. Okay, here it comes. There's no 966. Nice job. And ready? This is one of the smoothest run-of-those tractors we see perform night after night all summer long. Single turbocharger, 1066, you red people. You've got a spotter right on the south side of the track. For a single blower, watch this one go. You will really kick you loose. Hang on to your line. Brand new leader, one turbocharger. That's a pro doctor if you ever seen it. This one works like it should, like it has. You're going to see quite a show. John Blue, former world champion, Stockport, Iowa. Any red people here? Okay. And he shoved the clutch in and let her go.
Now go.
Chain tight. Gordon Kirkhoff says it's up to you. Dennis Goodman and Lyle Crubb says all you got to do is follow John Fluke's tracks, and you go right behind me at the finish line. 966, 3 turbos. Story of my life, just a little bit short at the wrong time. Honest, on running deer. Come on, Lyle, go get him. Uh-oh, just got her power injection in there and get underneath your 2 turbos on the 1066. Good guy right here. Now I'd say you got that one humming just about right, wouldn't you? You had all kinds of authority, still spinning those wheels, the big block was up there. And we got a new second place standard, I'll bet you right there. And he tied right into that John Klug. They've been doing first place and Missouri in second place. And there's a fellow from, ooh, did he drop one? I think he did. He opened her up and I think he took care of things. Okay, we just saw Denny Brabeck from Alfred City, Iowa with his 8050. Al Chalmers with his Randy Hinton from Bangkok. This is Dave Bainrad from Oklahoma. Wow. Wowie, wowie, wowie. And Dave's got running red, hasn't he? Beautiful job down there with the 1066 with the 3 turbos. The first time, the next time he shot down through there with the ready to lead, but he's not going to tonight. Oh, that's got to be disheartening, disappointing, and everything else. Back here again. You saw tonight at 11,200 pounds. And then, oh my gosh, look at this. So to speak. So here he comes, our first one out. He's cut like the ones you got at home. Good shot. Eldon. 6. Single turbo.
Go.
Well, the Pro Talkers had 30 points. Or the Super Talkers run the 30.5. This is Dan Niemeyer from Inwood, Iowa. The 1456. He is down there. Look at the wings on the front of that tractor. Oh, that little baby's going all over the place. Come on, Daniel. Come on. Oh, need something out here we call it. Carol, Catherine, motorboat. Don't you think that old Ford Island? We're glad to have him here no matter what he's driving. Didn't get that off the city. He into 4 big turbos out of the ball game with that 3680. He's got a fire, you know. Anyway, he didn't get her off there either. Oh, he'll never live this down. You're gonna get all the footage you can out there, but he's just not used to that tractor. He's never been on in his lifetime. And 1066 single turbocharger. Holy, 102,000 ounces. tractor in the world, single turbocharger. Oh, remember, tonight's pulling action is brought to you as co-sponsors tonight by Fairway Stores and the Copenhagen School Pulling Circuit. We'd like to welcome you, and we certainly appreciate the cooperation given to us by the Copenhagen School Events Production and Fairway Stores, who have been co-sponsoring 400 events such as this throughout the United States for 1982 to 89. And they thank you folks for your support. Believe you me. 277-2, and this brings up Charles Hyde. Charlie Hyde is here from Peterson, Iowa. Got the 1466, and this is the tractor that is owned and put together by Inject Tech, Inc. of Northwood, Iowa. Inject Tech Incorporated from Northwood, Iowa. Charlie Hyde is at the controls. Right here in Peterson, Iowa. In fact, he's the only puller we've had here tonight from Clay County, right? Peterson, Iowa. So we haven't had anybody else here, so if we're going to have a favorite tonight, a favorite son, we want to bring down the stretch, this should be it. From right here in Clay County. Charlie Hyde from Peterson, Iowa on his 1466 with a single turbocharger. We'd like to see him go all the way out the gate and have a pull-off. People in the world are tractor pullers, and most of us are all either farmers or farm related. We have mechanic shops, so forth. How about a nice hand there for Kevin? That's a great smoke. He wants a blacker than that, and he's got a black, and here he comes. Up the clutch on that little now. Whoa! Too much fuel in there to begin with. Yeah, you got it all there on. Sounds a little better, but not very speedy. Oh, has he got smoke coming out every? It's a straight line. That's where you never see many women driving tractors. Richard Gould, keep her right down in there, Rich, right straight ahead. Box is coming. Look at that box coming up on you, will you? Oh, the big black partners, and so Big Dave Baker from Pocahontas with the big 1066. Look at him blow that smoke. Wow, he's out for business tonight. He's going to go out by that second time. He's going to follow him. Holy cow, dog. Like to go beyond that checker flag. Watch that wing box put the clutch on him. Gotta get that clutch locked in. That's the way to come out of it, Jimmy. You got it right so far. Yes, not enough ponies in there. Any red people up here? Any red people? 3 of you. Good. Okay, 3 of you ought to be happy. He goes good. Jenny Goodman from Martinville. Lots of black smoke, a lot of speed, looking for yourself. Watch out, checker flag. Hang on the left side. Wowie! Doesn't like that cover. You've got to get that blown out of there. They throw that water in there, that cooling water on the cooling injection side of it. And a little bit of special fuel. Sometimes it smokes it out. That's what he wanted to hear. Whoop, he's not running right at all there. He got to stop before he got out there to the 75 position. No, you can't get her up there. No. Got 5 of the workers. Iowa. Green. Wally, one single pipe up the top. That's a new one for Lyle. He's running downhill in road gear. Look at this one here. John Clute, Stockport, Iowa. You never been to Stockport? Just about 20 miles south of Richmond. And then see how it affects the traction. It gets up there pretty close to the top. There is a difference. And he thought he was going to get that right full turbos on it. Hypermax it all the way. Looks good so far. Come. The right wheel.
A championship tractor pull, and Army, this has got to be the most prestigious indoor pulling event in the entire world.
Richard, it is. Anybody that's involved in agriculture, this is a pilgrimage. They come here once a year to see all the latest equipment that's coming out in the farm industry, plus to see the best in pulling. And believe me, tonight they're going to see it with the modified tractors as well as what we call the smokers, Richard.
And of course, that's two different levels of competition. Tell us the difference and how the fans can pull for their favorites.
Well, the modified tractors are the old American ingenuity. How many engines can you hang on them? We're going to have one vehicle in particular be running 7 engines. You're going to see all types of engine combination, 120-mile-an-hour wheel speed. Then we're going to bounce over to the smoker category. Okay, the super stock tractors. They look like field tractors. However, they're limited on their tower width. They can run a turbocharger. Actually, these vehicles came out of the assembly line developing 120 horsepower. They're developing over 2,000 horsepower, as we're going to be seeing on this evening, Richard.
And also, we have to remember, they say the track here in Louisville, Kentucky is probably the best track indoors in the entire world. Can someone take it the full distance? We'll find out next. Already in progress thus far, we have already seen 5 full pulls as Stan Blagrave is coming out next to pull. Stan out of Ackerley, Texas. He drives a tractor called the Red Thunder.
Well, These tractors are just literally put on a war. The people that are involved in this industry, they drive tractors like this. Bragging rights is at stake. This gentleman came all the way from the Lone Star State of Texas to try to put a win under his belt. Ground speed's going. Ford and Richard, we're into the super stock category.
Look at him roll. Has to get a full pull, and he's done it. Make it 6 of these super stock tractors and a pull-off. What a show these fans in Louisville are getting tonight. And Army, briefly, if we could, let's explain this long tube that you're going to see throughout the entire television show tonight.
Well, periodically, you're going to notice the super stockers, as they back up, their exhaust have to go into that tube. The reason being, the tube takes all the exhaust or the smoke out of the building. Now, that'll play an important factor as the members of the Northwest Ohio Tractor Pullers Association are helping with that tube. We could not be running this class if it wasn't for this particular piece of equipment.
And, of course, also, we are moving into a pull-off now. That means something else, Army. That means they are going to re-weight the sled and reset the gearing on the sled. Is that correct?
Well, the weight looks like it's going in the sled now. You're correct, Richard. They've got to figure some way to pull these vehicles down now. The sled is going to stop them from behind, but I tell you something you can listen for is a little chirping sound. That is the sound of the turbocharger. It could stop you in the front. We're getting ready to go with the pull-off. Who's going to be coming out first?
We have got 6 tractors in this pull-off. Our first one to hit the track is called the Pride of the Farm. It's Dennis Goodwin. Dennis is out of Iowa, and he has got one nice-looking tractor there.
Goodwin lines up. Everybody's going to be watching him to see what happens. Now, remember, normally these fellas are pulling outdoors, and they can watch the smoke of the tractor. That's very important because the smoke tells them the fuel mixture. Indoors, it's not the case. A good run going, Richard. He's looking awfully strong.
Distance 191.08 for Dennis Goodwin. I don't think he's going to be real happy with that distance.
Dennis, you're the first to make the full pull. You go the first in the pull-off. But I noticed at the end of the run, you shook your head like in disgust. It looked like a good run to me, Dennis.
Well, I killed it, Army, is what I did. I got it real hot in the last run. I might have ruined this brand new engine already.
What's the track like out there on the second run?
It's real good shape, real good shape. They've done a fantastic job here.
Well, you're setting number 1. Let's see if you can hang on to it.
I certainly hope so. Thank you.
Well, he's got 5 guys to go to try to hold off. The first of the 5, Tom Casting, out of Franklin, Indiana. It's called the Hoosier Deer, and the reason for that, Army, he runs and owns a John Deere tractor dealership with his family back up in Indiana.
Well, he and his father are involved heavily in the business. As a matter of fact, I don't believe his dad's going to be able to be here tonight. He's leaving it up to the son. Now, look at the determination. He wants to win. He's watching the gauges. They're watching all kind of boosts. Now, he doesn't even, I don't think he's even aware of the smoke. Look at his concentration on the gauges. When it's right, he'll roll.
Does the smoke mean problem?
I don't know, but he is so intent on the vehicle, it doesn't make any difference now. It's up to him. He's either going to do it or not. Ground speed looks good. Comes over to the right side. Look at the beautiful run the Deere's putting down.
The John Deere has smoked it a distance of 212.50. He takes over first place.
Yeah, this old green one, it's been doing pretty good. It's a little hard. All the guys that's in this class, it seems like are having trouble getting out of the hole. And I had trouble both times of getting it out of the hole. The second time it lit better. The tractor lit and the turbos come up and the pressure come up. It looked good.
Okay, now there's a lot of smoke coming out of the vehicle right on the starting line. What was that from?
It was over fueling it. It was the turbos were not speeding fast enough, turning fast enough to get them up on top end. And indoors where you got the exhaust system like it, it's hard to tell sometimes when you don't pull enough indoors.
Okay, because you cannot physically see the smoke, so you don't know exactly where your fuel mixture is.
That's right. And then when you got to operate it by the clutch only and hope you get the chargers turning fast enough to pick it up. The first time out, I didn't get the chargers picked up till the 150-foot mark. This time I got it picked up out of the hole, and it felt a lot better.
It not only felt better, it was better. Tom Casting is our leader as we get ready next for Jay Fuqua. He is out of Springfield, Tennessee. He is driving an International Harvester 3688.
Well, Richard, remember what Tom told us just a moment ago in that interview. I find that very interesting. The fact that normally these drivers, they watch their exhaust stacks to know exactly when the fuel mixture's right. You cannot do it with the setup we have indoors because the exhaust system has to be funneled through. And it's not going to work. That's exactly what's happening here. He was not able to get up on top or to get the turbochargers where they're making the horsepower he needed to get down the track.
You can tell it in his distance, 118.47. for Jay Fuqua out of Springfield, Tennessee. So our leader remains Tom Casting. We've got 4 more tractors to go in this super pull-off from Louisville, Kentucky. Continuing next, on 4 to go. This is Joe Kwiatkowski. He's out of Dorr, Michigan. It's called the Wild Thing, and that also is an IH.
Well, the international people are going to be pulling for their product, but right now, everybody that's wearing green is tickled to death because John Deere sits on top of this thing.
So here we go. The distance to beat now, remember, is the distance of Tom Casting. That is 212.50. What is he doing
Richard,
there?
notice the determination these drivers have. They're watching so many gauges, trying to get the boost up, trying to get the water injectors working, all kind of smoke coming out in the vehicle. Another incident where the turbochargers did not get on top.
90.03, so a terrible distance for Joe in this pull-off. If we can get a replay of that, guys. I saw something shooting up out of the engine. Could you explain that to us?
They do inject water in the vehicles. What happened was he was just not able to read the exhaust on it. When they're outdoors, Richard, they can read the exhaust and tell when the fuel mixture's right. We explained the exhaust system in this building. It's different.
Well, here comes Old Faithful now. This is Benny McKinnon. He is out of Illinois, and he is driving the only Alice Chalmers tractor in the competition.
So all the big orange people, the AC people, are going to be pulling for him. He's getting into it, working the right side, looking good. Front end looks just about right. Look at him. He's pumped up. He's even using body English, Richard, and it works.
Benny McKinnon, 197.29. That is going to be good enough right now to put him up into the top 3 in this pull-off, Army. And I guess the question now is, does he think he can stay in the top 3?
Okay, Benny, it's everybody's dream to be where you are right now. That's sitting inside Louisville in the top 3. Can you stay in this top 3, or somebody behind you going to be able to bump you off tonight?
There's pretty good ones back here. Probably won't able to do it.
Okay, this is the second time you pulled on the track tonight. It's been about an hour since your first run. We went through the class. We're in a pull-off. Is the track any different right now than the first time you pulled on it?
No, it's about the same. To get your weights right on it, you can pull her anytime. You got the power and the weights right on your tractor. That's all you need.
Okay, now real quick, Benny, what time is it?
It's Miller Lifetime.
Well, I think I know who the sponsorship is on his tractor. As we get ready for our final 2 tractors, our next one coming out, Mark Gettinger out of Milton, Indiana. It's called the Equalizer.
Gettinger, roll. Look at that. He is going after him. I've said it before. He pulled the trigger. Let's see if it's going to work for him. Good run, Richard. It's good.
But not quite good enough. Mark Gettinger, a former national TNT Motorsports champion, goes 195.79. Those are John Deere fans, Army, and they're standing up because they're in first place right now.
Richard, everybody that's wearing green has got a big smile on their face. However, it's not over till it's over. We're going to find out who comes out next.
Let's see, is there supposed to be a fat lady to come out and sing or something?
I don't know, but in this sport, you got to be sweating this guy sitting at the sled right now.
Here's our final puller. It is Stan Blograve out of Ackerley, Texas. He calls his tractor the Red Thunder. And for all you International Harvester fans, this is your last shot.
Red going after green. Let's just kick back and see what's going to happen. Either International or John Deere. Who's going to take the most prestigious indoor pull of the year?
John Deere is going to win it.
Boy.
Stan Blograve only goes 197.01. So your winner, Tom Castings out of Indiana, your John Deere driver. Boy, is he being congratulated by everybody. He is one happy son of a gun.
Tom, congratulations. Not only a great victory for you, but everybody that you pull against was over here to congratulate you. You're an awfully popular guy. Way to go.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. This pull has meant a lot to me, and you don't know how many people have to help you to make you win a pull like that. I got an excellent mechanic in Mike Robbins, and it takes a lot of coordination and a lot of help at home. My dad, he's not here tonight. He's back home running the business, and it takes a lot of work, and I appreciate this so much because ICI does a nice job down here. Track's in good shape. Tractor competitors were good competitors tonight, but we're top dog tonight, and that feels good.
Congratulations to you. I know you want to get home and call your dad.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Boy, he is one happy guy. Congratulations to Tom Castings as we run down the top 5. It was Dennis Goodwin 5th, Mark Gettinger 4th, 3rd Stan Blaugrave, 2nd goes to Benny McKinnon, your winner tonight. You see how happy he is, Tom Castings. And when we come back, we're moving out of Wadesville, Indiana, driving the mean mistreater. Look at those awesome engines.
Well, Richard, the people were treated to a super show in the super stock category. This is a horse of a different color. I mean, horsepower. That's the name of this class, 92 mods. Freeman rolls out, a Vietnam vet. Keep an eye on his right hand. That's a throttle hand. Relies on Chevrolet for the horsepower. First shot out of the box. Let's see what's going to happen.
Look out. Whoa! He put it up to it. A full pull for Fred Freeman. First out of the chute. Way to go, big guy, all the way from Indiana. Our first puller gets a full pull. The crowd is loving him in Louisville, Kentucky.
Hey, what, Fred? You're close to home. That must be a lot of your hometown folks here, because this crowd is really going crazy after that run.
Yes, Army, this is worse than a hometown pull here. I believe more people come to this one.
Fred, when you run this many engines, cooling has got to be a problem setting up on the starting line. How in the world do you keep them cool?
Well, we run alcohol for one thing, and also I'm lucky enough to get synthetic oil from Amoco Oil, which it stays a lot cooler than regular engine oil does, and I don't lose much oil pressure at all going down the track.
So the synthetic oil seems to really work for you.
Yes, I'm real tickled with it.
Well, we just received word you are the official leader, so hang on. They're going to be coming after you with everything they have in Louisville.
Thank you. I hope nobody else makes it out.
Words of wisdom from Fast Freddie Freeman out of Wadesville, Indiana. He is our leader with a full pull distance. Coming out next is a legendary name in the world of pulling. We're talking about Tim Engler out of Princeton, Indiana, as well as being one of the foremost builders in the country. He is also debuting a first-time ever 7-engine tractor. And Army spent some time earlier today with Tim Engler.
Now, 7 engines, Tim. How in the world did you come up with that combination?
Well, it was something that we wanted to try to do after running a 5-engine Arias tractor, and we needed to do something to save money. So we decided to create a Chevrolet engine tractor that would be as competitive as what we had before, but save ourselves money. So what we did is we built cheaper Chevrolet motors, and to come up with the same amount of horsepower that we used to have with a 5 Arias engine tractor, we needed to add engines to our tractor. Okay, so we knew we needed at least 5 motors in the 7,000-pound class to be equal horsepower to what we had before. Then we wanted to be able to add motors for the 9,000-pound class, and to do that, we came up with a combination that we had been working on with side-mounted motors, or transverse-mounted engines.
Okay, now that all puts all the power through the rear tires. What kind of wheel speed do you turn with a combination like this, and what kind of horsepower do you make?
Basically, these Chevrolet motors make around 1,100 horsepower each. Gear ratio depends on track condition, but we're up in the 120-mile-an-hour range, depending on what class it is. But that's pretty well the highest. Sometimes we'll get up 140 miles per hour on different track conditions. But all in all, it's worked out real well so far.
Well, let's see how this 7-engine setup of Tim Engler can do. Now, Army, Fred Freeman just made a full pull with 5 engines. The everyday guy would think 7 engines ought to be able to do it also.
Well, on paper, it looks like it might work, but remember, they both weigh 9,200 pounds. Can you get the horsepower to the track? Engler has the horsepower, but I'll tell you what, the first 50 feet, it was not there for him. A little bit slippery on the start line. That's going to cost him on the other end only a 211.
211.26 for Tim in Ohio. It's called the Green Monster. Army, those are twin-turbine helicopter engines.
Well, horsepower, again, will be no problem. It's going to get right back to a driver's track. The track will hold almost everything you have. Let's see what's going to happen. Arfon steps up and actually goes head-to-head in competition. Kind of a new role for him. Let's see how tough he really is with the Bush-sponsored twin-turbine.
Listen to that. Sounded like a jet plane coming in. 2-time Grand National Champion is off and rolling in the Mr. Chevy.
Banner coming at you on the big end. Watch out. Sam Powell, Banner's going out of here.
He does it. He has put it on the beach, Army. You coined the phrase many months ago. Everyone is picking up on it. A beat pound. modified tractor division. We are talking the major leagues of professional truck and tractor pulling right here with TNT Motorsports as we're getting ready next for Dave Walsh. It's called the Irish Challenger. He is running Arius engines on top, Army.
Richard, what you can look for the rest of the night. Banner's made a full pull. Freeman's made a full pull. The pressure goes on everybody else. You have got to just literally put it on kill if you're going to get it out of here. Walsh is trying to get into a pull-off. Let's see if he can do it.
Looks good.
Got some ground speed. He might be there.
Oh, no, look at that distance. 234.99. 235 would have been a full pull. Dave Walsh missed a full pull by 1/100th of a foot.
Well, Dave, you can't get any closer than that. It was not a full pull by 1/100th of a foot on a 235 track. You go at 234.99.
I guess can't get any closer than that.
Well, you're sitting in the number 3 spotlight right now. Maybe you'll hang on and take one of the prestigious top 3 positions out of here. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Well, I'll tell you, heartbreak city for Dave Walsh as he just misses getting into a pull-off with that gentleman right there, David Banner.
Well, Dave Banner wants to take a win. He's conversing with his crew right now as if they're going to make any changes. They're going to a pull-off with Freeman. The question is anybody else going to be able to get in a pull-off? Richard, the drama is building in Louisville, Kentucky right now.
Our next puller is Russ Jansen out of Oregon, Illinois. He calls his tractor the Blackhawk Special. Remember, it is going to take a full pull to join Fred Freeman and the Banner brothers in this pull-off.
Well, the pressure is on all the rest of the field. Banner and Freeman, they know they're going to have to come back. These guys have got to make a full pull and then see if they can come back. We do not have a full pull on this run.
Oh, no, he bogs down real quick down the tractor.
Runs on KILL. He will go after you in a heartbeat. Patterson came to the Bluegrass State to win. Let's see what's going to happen.
It's called the Sassy Massey. Whoa, fire! We have got problems on the track.
Yeah, but he didn't back out of it. He came to win and would about a $30,000 engine explosion. Your replay shows he kept his foot right in it, Richard. He wanted to win this thing. It was not to be.
169.96, but the heck with the distance. Hey, thanks Bill Patterson and the Sassy Massey for a great show.
Well, Brian Knox in the brown jacket there, he's the owner and builder of the vehicle along with his father. They hired this man to drive the tractor, and believe me, you're not going to get a better driver than that guy right there. He gave her a ride, Richard.
The thousands of fans in Louisville, Kentucky certainly enjoyed the spectacle that Phil Patterson just gave us, and now we're down to our final puller, Army, and it is a good one. We're talking about Mike Piper out of Mount Vernon, Illinois. If any...
In a 4-engine run. Now, he relies on the Aries engine for the horsepower, but that's not going to produce enough horsepower this evening in Louisville.
Piper finally closes it off at 224.54. That means you tend to grind down the height off the cleats of the tire. A tall cleat would tend to dig too much into the track, throwing dirt behind the vehicle and in front of the sled. That, of course, would slow the pulling vehicle down. As we all know, the name of the game in pulling is momentum. Pullers can get the sled moving faster if the tires literally float across the surface. They need to get these tires spinning as much as possible for a full or a longer pull. And if you have a question of the week about the Red Man TNT All-American Pulling Series, send it to us.
On the right hand, Richard, when he nails it, he's going to be coming after you. It's going to be an all-Chevrolet final. Wadesville, Indiana native, went to the right, tripping to the left. Wow. Leaning on equipment, goes a 161.26. Can Banner beat it? That's the question.
He obviously is a fan there of Fred Freeman out of Wadesville, Indiana. Must go beyond that 161 mark set by Fred Freeman to get the win.
Banner calls on the Chevrolet horsepower. Let's see if it's going to be there. He's won everything there is to win except this event. And now he's won that. Richard, Banner will take the win in Louisville.
He sure has. 173 feet for the legendary David Banner. Comes all the way from LaFontaine, Indiana. Takes home the win. He is going to be proud to put that championship trophy on his mantle.
Every win is exciting. I'll tell you what, I've been coming here a long time to get this one, and I'm glad to beat them all. I'll tell you, I run with them about every weekend and stuff, and I'm always tickled to beat them.
I'll Hey, everybody in this sport that was anybody was here, and you won it tonight. Congratulations to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Boys, a great show by all the drivers tonight as we give you the final top 5. Coming in 5th place tonight was Art Arfons. Taking 4th was Mike Piper. Coming in 3rd tonight in Louisville, that was Dave Walsh. 2nd went to Fred Freeman. Your champion was David Banner. For Army Armstrong, I'm Richard Lake. We'll see you again on the tracks of